How's it going, people? Hope you're doing well. Welcome back to the channel. As you know, I very much enjoy writing. Well, if you didn't know, now you do. But I enjoy writing, hence this channel. I enjoy writing about what I'm interested in, and I hope that it can, help impact really just anyone. If it's one person, then I'll feel fulfilled. But with that being said, recently I just started to dip my hand into poetry. When I was a kid in school, I was like, poetry, sod that. um, I was not interested in poetry. I thought it was lame and soft. But as I've grown older, I've realized how powerful it can be. And so I'm not good at poetry. I just started to try poetry. But I still wanted to make this video in hopes that like maybe we can get some sort of like poetry club almost going, and that maybe this is the first of more videos to come in this sort of style. But if you want to see more stuff like this, then follow me on Instagram. The link is in the description. And also drop a like and leave comments about what you think. They can be as nasty as you'd like, but yeah, if you do enjoy this and want to see more of it, then drop a like as well. But anyways, let's get started, I suppose. So the first poem is, my conclusions come from convictions so strong they're unknown to man. Idiot. This one's sort of just a reminder to self sort of thing about how, you really can't be so stubborn and stuck in your ways with your opinions. And I need to learn that probably. And even with the internet, you see it everywhere. Everyone feels so entitled to their own opinion, whether it be about sports or music or really just about anything. People feel like they're right. And so, you know, thinking for yourself is fantastic, but also when your opinions are so strong about something so subjective, then you probably shouldn't keep standing your ground when it's going to cause division and hate, or at least that's what I think. If it's something objective like 2 plus 2 equals 4, and someone's telling you that it's 5, then I think you've got every right to keep going, perhaps, unless you're genuinely wasting your time. But hopefully you get what I mean. Yeah, this one was just sort of a reminder to myself. I'm a very opinionated person. If you look throughout my channel, then you'll see that. But you know, that being said, there you go. First poem. All right, the second one is, there is no reason to be alive other than yourself. Everything else can lead to pain, misery, but not to fear. It would happen without you too. So this one's once again sort of another self-reminder to really live for yourself. I mean, living for other things will only lead to that pain and misery. You could argue that some people live for God, but ultimately that's a decision they made for themselves. And so people that live for themselves are avoiding pain and misery caused by, again, living for other things, living for a person, or pursuing something that, uh, they're not seeing, they're being willfully blind about seeing that it's probably going to fail. Not to say that you shouldn't keep pursuing it, but you have to live for yourself and realize what you're capable of. I'd be interested to know what y'all think, if there is really any other reason to be alive other than yourself. Perhaps that's just where I'm at in life. But again, with this one, I also think that I was doing a few tributes in this one. In the photo that you'll see, it's of Soren Kierkegaard. And I like the idea of having this leap of faith in life. And it's not religious for me, but it is sort of accepting the absurdity that I like a lot. And having the leap of faith just to keep going in general, really. And then the other one I sort of alluded to at the end is George Harrison. I've always loved the song Within You, Without You. It's very powerful. Life does flow on within you and without you. So it's not to fear that everything else can cause pain and misery, because that would be going on with you or without you as well. So the third one is to be human, forced onto the front stage, dancing, flailing for all to see. What is life but a performance? I did not say butter performance, I said but a performance. To me, this one sort of goes hand in hand with the second one that I shared. It's exactly why you must live for yourself. You can see everything in the lens of doing it for someone else or something else. How do my actions come off to X, or how does what I say come off to Y? You know what I mean? This is exactly why you should live for yourself, because while yes, I think there is a stage that you're on. I mean, it's sort of ironic that I'm talking into a camera saying that, be aware of the stage. Don't disregard the fact that other people do have emotions as well. But, the stage can be very, how do I put this? The stage can be conducive to feeling small, if you will, and really minimizes your own life. So try not to let that happen, I guess. This one relates to an upcoming video that I'm going to be doing, so I'll probably just leave it there. And so for the fourth and final one, this one's a bit different. Sleep not just as an act of health, but for what it intrinsically is. A rebellion, a giving up of life, a surrender to inevitability. I've really always been fascinated with philosophical implications of sleep. You could ask yourself, do you rebirth and die every day? That's that's a pretty overwhelming thought, but at the same time you can make the case. Sleeping is giving into life, this life that flows downstream, referencing Midnight Gospel there. But sleep is giving into life. You see, you may have just lost your consciousness altogether for the rest of eternity. You can't rule that out when you do go to sleep. And so for at least one point during the day, you weren't being so stubborn at controlling everything. And so sleep has this weird, sort of existential dread aspect to it, but at the same time, it is an accomplishment. You weren't being stubborn about being a control freak. Maybe I'll make a separate video about sleep one day, but I threw Albert Camus in there because it is this existential problem to me, But that'll probably do it for this one. Again, if you want to see more, then let me know down below by leaving a like or subscribing. Follow the Instagram if you'd like as well. Give me constructive criticism. I'd like to hear it because I'm always looking to get better at this sort of thing. So